Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've come in on a nice run of recent four wins out of 5.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense about to go. Charles at quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Georgia.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Seahawks, nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play and what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here come the Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. Nowhere to go that time. Yard up to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Garoppolo on first down. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Seahawks nothing.
Here's Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5.
Complete.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the second.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage. You either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
on the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Mostert, the ball.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
And 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Pettis once again the target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Seattle. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
14.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And it's up and good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Sam Darnold, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. 31-13 was the final. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over at first.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start this.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A nice job getting 3 on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
This is Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
The ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 33. 11 yards there. First down. Garoppolo again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 19. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now Mostert.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
And goal.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And got his man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, but it's going to be second down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh.